Hi, how are you? This week what I'm going to show you are 5 string damping techniques. Now, the following video is actually an excerpt from some of my updates to Udemy courses that I have right now, and I'm also using the same content in some Skillshare courses that I'm going to be putting on there shortly. Now, the 5 techniques are using both the pick and fingerstyle, so no matter what style you play, you'll be able to pick something up here if you're not familiar with these styles. So the first thing with the pick is using a spare finger that you're not using to hold the pick to damp the string. And the second one is using the side of the thumb that you're picking with. Now with fingerstyle, it's similar. You're using a spare finger, you're doing fingerstyle, and then also you can use rest stroke, which is playing through one string and landing on another one to damp the string that you land on. All right, and then the last one would be the left hand, where you're playing a fretted note and then you lift the finger off and you damp that string. Right now we're looking at eine kleine Nacht music, which is a simple piece of music, but it's effective in showing this technique. So if you don't know these techniques, take a look. All right, so what we're going to play now is a piece called eine kleine Nacht music, and what that means in German is a little night music. And then I'm going to use this as an opportunity now to show you how to play the different note durations and rests, and how that works on guitar. So the first 2 measures of this are actually the same. You've got a C and a G in both measures, and it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what I'm doing there is I'm playing that first note and holding that for 3 counts. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Now, instead of letting that ring and going 1, 2, 3, 4, where you would actually hear 2 notes, I'm actually stopping that note with a finger on the right hand. I'm actually also using another technique on the left hand, but let's take a look at these 2 different techniques. The first one is when I play that note, play like that. As soon as I get this other finger ready to play this note, I'm actually allowing that middle finger to touch down on that second string. Now, even if I use the pick, let's say I used the pick and I did a downstroke, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. If I played it like that, I would also still use one of the fingers to stop that first note. You have this effect like this. Now, as I'm going back from the G to the C, when I'm using the pick, I'm also using the side of the thumb. 2, 3. I'm using the side of the thumb to mute the third string. Now, if I use fingerstyle, it's going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm doing with fingerstyle is I'm using this rest stroke. Rest stroke is when you play through the string and land on the string next to it. So I'm using that technique with that string ringing like that. I'm using that technique to stop that third string from ringing. All right, so that's a few techniques that we've got on the right hand. Now, let's take a look at the left hand. Now, another way I could do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this note on the second string, and I'm going to hold this finger down and then just watch this left hand. So what I did there was I lifted that first finger of the left hand just enough so that it stops the note. You have to lift it quickly, otherwise you might get a buzz. You might get that kind of effect. So you have to lift it quickly and then just let it rest on the string so it stops the string from vibrating. So that's another technique that you can use on the left hand. And we can just continue through this whole piece using the same kind of technique that I've just shown you, either with the right or the left hand, or a combination of both. All right, so I hope you found that useful. That's it for this week, and as always, stay tuned, and I do look forward to seeing you soon.